Hey everybody, Stuart Maker Adam here, and in today's video I'm going to talk about hiring a digital marketer and some of the important questions you should ask them or to be. And the reason why this is so important is because a lot of people promote themselves as digital marketing experts, and this may be true or it may not be, and it all depends on your ability to identify and analyze how honest and truthful that person really is. And the reality is that the best digital marketers out there can prove beyond a reasonable doubt that they are the person that you should work with. And look, I've made a couple of mistakes in my time with hiring bad digital marketers. I've been burnt a couple of times. I've lost hundreds of dollars with bad hires. And unfortunately, I've had experiences that really left a sour taste in my mouth. And it kind of inspired me to look at developing more of a blueprint, which is what I follow now, which is the process of hiring rather slow. And there is a set of questions that I ask people who are digital marketers that I want to work with, that I'm going to run through with you right now. So let's get straight into it. So the biggest thing I like to ask anybody who's a digital marketer is, what are the two things you would put yourself in the top 5% category in? Now, this could be Facebook ads, it could be content writing, it could be email marketing, it could be SEO, it could be Google ads, it could be public relations, it could be graphic design, it could be traditional marketing, it could be affiliate marketing, it could be referral marketing, it could be being a marketing strategist. It could be someone who audits marketing operations. Just get an idea first of what exactly the person is a super specialist in, and have a look at how that aligns with the marketing goals which you have. If it's a one-off project, then you definitely will want someone with a very specific skill set. If you're looking to bring someone on board as a digital marketer across a range of different things, then start having a look at where their skills are sort of, targeted, and see how that aligns with what you are looking to achieve within your business. Now, second thing that you want to answer, and I've just, got a couple of questions written down here on my little piece of paper here, is ask them what their biggest failure has been and how they bounce back from that, because that's going to teach you a lot more about that person's honesty and transparency and their ability to be an effective worker than anything else. Because if they tell you that they haven't had any failures ever, then chances are they either got an amazing track record that's flawless, which is almost impossible, or they're lying. And unfortunately, with people that lie, that honesty means that their ability to tell the truth is not always going to be transparent and open, and that you're going to run into problems somewhere along the way. So ask them what their biggest failure was and how they bounced back from it. Now, the reason why it's important to ask how they bounced back from it is because everybody's going to make mistakes at some point. It's how you learn from those mistakes to move forward in a positive direction. I can remember several instances where I've failed rather miserably with different marketing projects, and I'm quite honest and transparent about those things. It's one of the reasons why I don't work with Google ads at all, and am not going to even try and venture into that. I'm rather going to specialize in things that I do know well and can focus on. And in the same way as well, if you're hiring a digital marketer, ask them the biggest mistake they made and how they bounced back. Which kind of leads into the next question, which is, what has been your greatest success? And please outline that. Now, that's always a good opportunity for a digital marketer to showcase what they can bring to the table for you, because at the end of the day, that's why you're on the line with them. That's why you're having that conversation with them, whether that's through email, on video chat, or in person. Next question is, how long do you think it will take roughly to implement X project? So if you've got an email automation series that you want set up and created in MailChimp, you should have some idea as to how much budget you've set aside for that and how long you think it will likely will take based on advice. Now, my recommendation is to, especially if you're the owner of a small business, is to have a rough knowledge of how long that process should take. It doesn't have to be exact and specific, but you should know down to the number of hours and the number of time that is needed based on the resources that digital marketer has, how long it should take to implement a project or a general marketing campaign. It could be a day, it could be a week, it could be a month, it could be a year, but you should have some sort of idea as to the timeline, the budget, and the expected deliverables. And if that digital marketer is able to give you an honest answer and say it'll take X amount of time, then you're probably working with someone who has got a good track record and knows how to implement campaigns like this effectively and, sort of specific tasks effectively. If someone says, well, I can't put a rough period of time on that, then chances are that that person doesn't actually know what they are doing completely within that respective field and may even be doing research as they go. And that's never really a good sign. The very good sign is someone that can under promise and over deliver. So if somebody says it's going to take me roughly 12 hours and they can do it in 7 or 8 hours and can do it, and they say, well, it'll take 12 hours and it'll take a month, and they can do it in 7, 8 hours in 2 weeks, then that's sort of like the sign of someone that you want to be keeping a close eye out for. Another important thing which I found super helpful is just asking someone for case studies. And can you see examples of their past work? Because if they are quite cagey about sharing examples of their past work, then the likelihood of them actually being genuine and authentic is greatly reduced. A couple of the tips and suggestions that I've given to friends who own their own small businesses is to start identifying what the most important thing is for them and having a look at how that person presents a case study to you, which identifies those key deliverables. So in a recent instance that I've had is I'm looking to hire someone for a friend's SEO campaign. And we're really going through quite a process and saying, show me an example of how you've done this for somebody else and what the results are. And I personally go and check those results to make sure the person is telling the truth. Because what I've found in about 85% of cases that the digital marketer that I'm looking to bring on is not completely truthful all the time. So you need to start looking at the case studies that are presented to you and researching them for yourselves, because if they are honest, genuine case studies, then that immediately puts that person into a very small category. Someone that can answer all those other questions and provide you with evidence to back it up is somebody that you want to be speaking with. The next thing too is ask them what their collaboration approach is as well. So are they a company that enjoys collaborating with your business? Are they a company that, or a digital marketer that enjoys a hands-on approach, a hands-off approach, one where they get full creative control, one where they get partial creative control, and align that and see how that fits in with how you like to do business and how you like to work with marketing agencies. Do you want to pass everything on to them, or do you just want to have sort of one thing given to them and then one thing that you take on yourself and sort of share back and forth? So those are just a couple of the tips that sort of really help to give you the edge and really start to filter out the good candidates from the bad candidates. And look, I understand if you're a small business and you're looking to bring someone on full-time, and say it's a graduate student, that it may be quite difficult for them, in which case I would ask them, some more strategic-based questions, such as, what is your attitude towards fixing campaigns that are underperforming? What is an area of digital marketing where you are looking to specialize in? What has been your greatest success in your time at university? And really start to listen very carefully and make sure there's no right or wrong answer for that either, because that allows you to start to gauge how much that person is in tune with what you're looking to achieve, and how they are as a problem solvers, because good digital marketers are great problem solvers. That's why you're talking to them in the first place. So listen to that with people that don't have the same level of experience. If it's someone who is a specialist, then those questions that I've just outlined there, you want to be asking those questions, and you want to be double checking to make sure that everything that they've said is 100% truthful and honest within reason. Obviously you can't remember every last detail down to the last dollar and cent, and in terms of how many engagements and leads and that sort of stuff were produced, but someone should be able to give you pretty clear answers on almost all of those questions without any problem at all, if they have got experience and a track record to back it up. So that's all for today in this video. If you found that useful, please subscribe to my channel, and look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye.